Find the indefinite integral. Use arc notation. Do not raise to the -1 power. Okay, so first off, what we need to do is identify just the form of the function. And identifying the form of the function in this particular case, I've got a square root in the denominator, and the numerator is just the constant 1. So I can't say that the numerator is the derivative of the denominator, so that rules out the logarithmic rule. Rewriting this as something to the -1 power still wouldn't really allow us to use u substitution. So the last options that we have for something of this nature is the arctrig functions. And those you just really have to know the formulas for. So the formulas for the arctrig functions are these. And the next step in the process is to identify which one fits the pattern that we currently have. So we have a square root in the denominator, which means that's either ArcSine or ArcSecant. There's nothing on the outside, so that rules out ArcSecant. And we have a constant minus a function. So let's work this through now. So this constant 1 is our value a squared. So that means a is the square root of that. So also just 1. U squared is 9x squared. So that means u is the derivative, which is, is the square root, which is 3x. Now, the other thing that we have to make sure matches up is the derivative of u has to be part of this formula as well. So the derivative of u is 3 dx. Well, I don't have a multiplier of 3 up here, but I can make one. I can actually just throw in a 3 here as long as I also put a 1/3 on the outside. So to make this integral work, I have to do that because the numerator has to be the derivative of whatever the function u is. All right, so our answer is going to have the 1/3 that comes from here times the arcsine of u over a. So u is 3x, a is 1, so that'll just be 3x. And then we have our plus c. So there's our answer. Now, when you give your final answer in the system, it says use arc notation, do not raise to the -1 power. I honestly prefer using the arc notation just because it's a little bit easier to type. And to me, it looks a little less lofty than when you type in something like sine to the -1, 3x plus c. But it will accept this now, so this is actually kind of an antiquated thing. I honestly tend to prefer writing arcsine. So whichever is fine.